Yeah, good afternoon everybody, and we're back again here in Lusane International Circuit with the round 2 in the calendar of the 2021 Macoi Esport VirtualGP. And here we go, we are back again in Doha, the circuit of Qatar, with the famous desert circuit. And the battle in the last week was so enormously great. And here we are in the circuit with Lusane International Circuit, 5.3 km lengths and 10 right turns, with a lot of battle going up next and 6 left turns, with the famous long lap penalty corner here with top speed 362.4 and the best lap with Maverick Vinales in 2021 154.624. And here we are also taking hotspot still in the last corner. We see a lot of battle in the last corner and first corner. Coming up next, Moto3 race. And here we are going to see the qualifying. We got a lot of battle in last week in here. The Lusane in Qatar GP, and we're back again in action today with the Moto3 race coming up next. Still waiting for a rider to come out in the qualifying session. Is it going to be the Fadli Ramadan again, or is it gonna be someone else in the top of the Grand Prix here in Lusane? And here we see Sandy starting his hot lap already, with Marcel moving up from I think Indonesian Racing into the Avintia Esport. He's moving to the new team. We hope a lot from him to be in the front, like last season. He got a nice pace in the last season. What is going on with him in this season? He got a contract with Indonesian Racing, and he moved it again to the KTM with Avintia Esport. And there we see he got his lap penalties, and we're going to see Rai Julianza. He got a nice also in the nice year, also in the last year, with the Sandy Fidos in the front of him. He's a pretty fast too, with the both riders in the KTM. Oh, we see there Rai Julianza got his time penalties. Oh, Farhan has crashed on there in the turn 6 with the famous left-hander Cayenne with the Leopard. And here we are seeing Fitra Mertens back again in action with Petronas. In last week winner Bagus Fadli is still in the charts for the pole position and maybe for the win with the Deacon, his best rival in 2021. We hope we still have a lot of battle in the next few races. Is it going to be the fastest for the season? Sandy Videos? No, it's not. Still, Fadli still want to try. And there is Fitra and Gayan and also Deacon got the best lap also in this season, in this lap. Sandy still got one last chance, and it's not enough for Bagus Fadli there. And Sandy got his lap on hot lap right now. We're going to see him in the pole position here in DohaGP. And Fitra Mertens at a good view. Sector is going to be in the front row. No, it's not. It's back from Kian. I think it's Abdul Kani there. And Vincent Antonio We had a good race also in last week, and we had the Kiki Xian back in action after absent in the first race, and his teammate now is not there. He's not there. Gavin is not in here, so we still had a lot of battle here coming up next. And right now in the last corner is going to be in the front row. I think it's not going to be the front row. We're seeing there Fitra had a good lap in the red sector, and Rice not. I think he's gonna be in 6 or maybe in 7. Oh, he got it. He's now in the second position with a Vincent in the 6th place, his teammate, and Marshall is not enough. Going to see Farhan there. Vincent still had last chance here to be in the pole position. Are we going to see the new pole position here in Lusane? There we are. We're seeing someone passing the finish line. Everybody has passed the finish line except here we're seeing Abdul Ghani trying in the last corner. Oh, what is going on? I think something happened there. Oh yes, something happened, and he is crashing down there. We're seeing now with Marcel. He is already at the 7th place. Not a bad start for the new team, and maybe it got the pace for the race coming up. And here we are seeing now Sandy Fidos is our pole position now in 2021. DohaGP in the second race of the Lusane circuit with the Bagus Fadi last week winner in the 2nd place, and Tikan in 3rd place. Seeing here Vincent Anthony still won a charge in, but there is him caught in traffic. I think he will stay in the 4th place, isn't it? Yes, it is. He got his lap destroyed by Pima. And here we are. Is he going to get an advantage from slipstreaming in Bima bike? Yes, it is, and it's not enough. And here we are. We're seeing the result already with Sandy Fidos now in the pole position for the first time in the Moto3 race here in Lusane, and we gotta see Bagus Fatih had a good pace also in here. Last week race winner with a huge gap in the front, and Tikan in 3rd place with Bima, his teammate, in Gas Racing in the 4th place, and Vincent Antonio in the 5th place. And I think Ray Juliansa is at the front row, I believe, in the 2nd place, and now we're seeing the 6th with Abdul Ghani in 6th place with the Leopard Honda, and 7th is Fitra Mertens with Petronas Honda, and Marcel with his new team he was starting in the 8th place, and Farhan Fitra teammates in 9th place, and Kiki Sihan is not a good start for him in this year. And yes, Ray Juliansa in the front row, and it's not good for Kiki starting for last place. Coming up, interview. Congratulations for you, Sandy. You are the pole position now in Doha. And what do you think about tomorrow race in here in Doha? It's going on. Is it going to be the fight weekend, or you can manage until the finish line? You can manage until you get the first win in the Moto3 of your career. How are you feeling about that?
Thank you very much. I'm so happy to be in the pole position. I'm sure my race will be the winner because it can be seen from the changing lifetime.
Okay, thank you very much, Sandeep, and I hope you got the win again here in Lusane and got your first win in Moto3. And coming up next, Moto3 race. Here we are already in the circuit now with the Moto2 race. It's going underway in a few minutes. We're still waiting for a rider to be taking part in the circuit, and we had a lot of battle in the qualifying with Tobago Fadlin starting from the second place, and Sandy Firos in the pole position with Tikan. I think he Tikan in second row, I believe, and Rai Juliansa will starting from the second place, and Fadli will starting from the third place, following the result that race direction had been declared. And we hope that we can see a lot of battle here. With the Bima also had a nice space here. And we have to look at Vincent Antonio. He got a good pace here in a Lusane. Are we going to see him in the podium? Because it is Moto3, everyone can be in the podium. What do you think? Who will take the win here in Lusane, and who will remain as the person in the top of the podium? Are we going to see Fadli Ramadan again? Bagus Fadli had a good race last week. Are we going to see him again in the top of the podium, or is it going to be anybody else? I believe someone will take the podium in this race. A new rider will be on the podium. I believe it, and someone has to do it, because we don't know what is going on in the race. It's coming up next. It's Moto3, and anything can happen in the next few laps, maybe, or maybe in the first few laps. We'll see. And here we are. Every rider has been ready, and we are going to see the race from the Lusane International Circuit, the second race of the season. And we are now in the starting grid. We're seeing there, oh, Rai Juliansa is not in the front row, and I believe he's not. I see, he is not going to be in this race. And here we are, we're going to be seeing it again, second race of the season. Now in the Lusane circuit, the Moto3 coming up. And no, what is going on there with Fitra Mertens? A good race, a good start from Sandy Fidosi. He had defending his place from Fadli, and Fadli trying from the outside. It is the battle between the teammates. We're going to see the Marshall now in the background. There he is. He got a wreck his bike from Fitra, and we're seeing there Kiki is falling down, and I think it's gonna be red flag. Yes, it is. And we are going to see the restart from the second race here in the Lusane International Circuit in DohaGP, the second Grand Prix of the season. Now we're still waiting. We also had a good battle in the Moto3 in the last week, with a lot of battle with Kiki Siaan and Eko Wahyu in the PS4 in the Moto Esport Indonesia, and also in the top of the ring. That was in PCM1. We had a lot of battle there, and are we going to see here again with a lot of battle? What is going on with Vikram? Nothing is a mistake from him, and he just falling down one place there in the 9th place, and a good start from Marcel, and now Fadli trying from the outside, and he's done it. Nobody crashing down in the first turn. We see now Sandy had a bad second start, and Bima just collide with I believe it is Sandy, and we have the second red flag, and it means no red flags anymore. As it's going to be a hot race today with a lot of battle going up next. With we just seeing there in the first corner that Fadli had a really good start, and also we see Marcel had a good start also, and Kiki is in a good start too. It's a random in the Moto3 race. Here we are. We going to see the third restart of the session, of the race session here today. And here we are, back again. Now, lights out, and it is underway. And there we are. We seeing Chibabaswadi just what he has just been spoken. He's got a good start, and now he's not. And right is in the room. And what is going on there? There's a red crash, and we doesn't have any red flag anymore. So it's so unfortunate for Chibabaswadi. Yeah, last week a perfect race last week, but today is not his day, I think. And now we're seeing Kiki starting from the last place, and now he's in the second place. A decent lap from him, and there we are. He is now. It is absolutely amazing that Kiki now in the first place is leading the pack now. That is starting from the last grid in the bottom of the pack, and now he's in top of the pack. It's going to be the Kiki in here, or Father will try to defend his last week win here in the Lusane. And we're seeing there with the 3 riders battling for the win, and I think the 4 rider there in the background. We're seeing there Bima, Gani, and Vincent, with Vincent and Gani battling each other, and Bima trying to get overtake Kiki from the outside or from the inside. He's trying to get this gap closer enough to get the best momentum to overtake Kiki, and there we see Bima just had a 3 track limits warning in 1 lap. Oh, we're seeing there Kiki had a good exit in the last corner, and Bima still trying to get his lap close enough, his gap close enough to try to overtake Kiki. And there we are. We're going to see a gas engine so powerful in the straight line, and Vincent is still trying to overtake Gani in the background. We're seeing now Bima is so close with Kiki. Is he going to overtake him from the inside here in the turn 4? And I believe it's not. It's not enough room from him. And here we are still seeing him from the inside of the turn 7, and seeing Gani just got his bike just collide with the Kiki bike. Pardon me, a Bima bike there. So unfortunate for Bima. And seeing him now, Vincent is overtaking Kiki, therefore the first place is now leading for the first time in the Moto3. And we seeing now battle between Bima and Fadli, therefore the 5th place, and Bima is battling again from the inside. Now we're seeing again this part of battle between Vincent, Kiki and Bima and Tupagos Fadli. We see now Kiki from the inside, trying from the inside, and Vincent just hopeless there. He just managed to get a decent gap there for him and Vincent. It's not enough room for Vincent to get any closer for Kiki Xian, and we seeing there Sandy just in the back of the Kiki and Vincent. Where is Vincent going? I think he is crashing. No, he just disconnected, and we seeing their beam just crash in the last corner, and nobody's in the background. Nobody in the background, and Sandy now in the second place. He's back in action again after crashing down in the, I believe it was in the 3rd sector. Yeah, it is. We still on board with Kiki Xian. There we can see Sandy in the back of the Kiki Xian bike, and in the 3rd place, Pikan is worrying enough that Fadli in chasing is done. Kiki now trying to got away from this rider with Tikan in the 3rd place. And here we are seeing Tupagos Fadli had a good pace here. Last week is on the top of the podium, and I believe, and he got also a decent gap here in Los Angeles. And we see now, is he going to be charged for the win? As we see that the gap is not far enough from Kiki. And we are seeing Fitra trying to get closer to Gani. We see that Sandy and Bima had a long lap penalty coming up in a few laps. They must go for it. We think there that Honda Power is useless here in the straight line. It's just the KTM and Gasgas is just so powerful this year in the Moto3. Here we are back again with Kiki, and Sandy now is close enough to try to overtake Kiki with V. Still have 5 laps remaining. It's a beautiful done from Kiki Xian in here. As he can manage it till the end in the first. Now he got a long lap penalty too, and he must be worried that Sandy was back, and he got no time penalty. Must be worried for that, and he has to take a long lap penalty next lap maybe. for the safe place for him. Maybe he can defending from the long lap penalty if he got a good long lap penalty. There we see Sandy now in his back with no room enough for Kiki to get away from Sandy. There in the second place. And Sandy just got his brake so late. Coming to turn 1, seeing now Sandy trying from the inside and they collide each other. And Kiki just smooth enough to ride there, defending his first place. With Sandy still trying to overtake Kiki, and I think he gonna take the long lap penalty. Yes, it is. Kiki take it, and are you going to see Kiki in the front of Dikan? No, not enough time there. And still trying from the inside from Dikan. Yes, he got this. And he just got so wide there and collided again with Dikan. So trying to defend his second place. He's winning here with Sandy, not so far enough. With the gap is under the 3 seconds. It is battle for the win for Dikan and Kiki with the 4 remaining laps. And Bima once again crashed again there, and I believe he's going to be retired from the Grand Prix. He's back, got break, I believe. And there we are seeing Dikan from the back of the Kiki motorcycle. Dikan is trying from the inside. Really seeing that. Oh, Bima at the bottom, I think his bike in the middle of the track. And now we're seeing that Dikan had a good pace in the first few corner. What is going on with Dikan? I think it's connection. His teammate just retired from Grand Prix, and there we are seeing Sandy trying to take the long lap penalty, but it is invalid. This long lap penalty is invalid. Oh, he's not taking yet. He's not taking it yet. Nice gap there with Sandy in the front, but it is still not enough for him to get his defense from the both of the rider. The Kiki and Dikan still in the back. The gap is still under the 3 seconds. Oh, and Kiki just had a mistake there. The 2 last corner. Kiki is still leading it, and Dikan is trying to get the slips in there from the back of the Kiki, and for this, we think that Kiki is good enough for defending it. And Deacon is trying from the inside, is not enough room from him. He just had a good defending. There we see. Oh, what is going on there? I think Sandy is trying to take the long lap penalty, but is not looking for the inside. That kick is coming. It is his fault. So unfortunate for Sandy that is leading the pack for a few laps, and now he is in the fourth place with Fadli now in the podium place. He's still defending his championship leader now in the slow side. The Deacon is trying to get his way from the kick, and he's just collided with the last few laps. Collide with the rear wheel of Kikisyan. What's unfortunate for Gas Racing here in the lower side with Bima is tiring, and Deacon just had a bad day here in the low side. We are seeing Kiki once again leading the race with a lot of breath, a lot of gap there we seeing, and I believe Focus Fadli is not enough. He's chasing him down, and we still have 2 laps remaining. We're seeing here Kikisyan, the Moto3 champion last year, and in his story of the Moto3, he's not had a good race in the Moto3 last year, and we're seeing here now he is moving from Honda Asiatin to Leopard Racing to a KTM. The same contract with KTM, and now we're seeing him going to be the winner here in Losail with 1 lap remaining. Still in, he is now in the last corner. We are seeing now battle between the KTM and Macoi KTM in the first place, and KTM Ejo in the segment 2 place. The 3 KTM in the podium. I was gonna seeing that now in the loss, like the last week. We think that we are going to see their Sandy so wide, going to turn 1, trying to getting close to Fadli. And here we are seeing Farhan had a not so good race here. It was we're seeing that last year. He's so good in the Moto3 race, and now his teammate also just retired here in Marshall, and seeing him
Now with the Gani trying from the inside to get his 5th place back again from Fitra, and Fitra trying from the inside again. It's not enough room from him to get inside from Gani, and just closing the door. Gani there in the 7th corner. And just got long lap penalty, and I think Gani is still Gani has to be calm and not to worry about his place in the 5th place, because Fitra had a long lap penalty and is maybe in the last few corner in the finish line got his penalties. And now we're seeing Kiki, a new winner in Moto3 race now. Starting from the last position, now he's winning here in Los Angeles. Last week winner to go for in 2nd place, and Sunday is it going to be? Yes, it is. It is a true KTM in the podium. What a nice day from KTM. With Kevin is not here, but they had a good result for KTM, the trio, the Kiki and Tubagus, Fadli and Sandy. Oh, what a nice day, and we seeing there all of the riders just finished their race, and there we are seeing Gani in the 5th place. What an absolute ride for here in Los. And here we are seeing the final result of the race, with the Kiki Sian starting from the last position of the last of the grid, and he's now in the 1st place. He is winning now in the Los Angeles circuit in the 2nd race of DohaGP in the 1st place as the KTM trio in the podium, with 2nd place the last week winner Tubagus Fadli in the 2nd place, with his teammate Sandy Fidaus in 3rd place, and Tikan Vovik in 4th place. Good result for Gasgas at least, and from the Leopard Racing, Gani in the 5th place, defending his position from Fitra Mertens in the 6th place, and Farhan had a not so good race here in Los Angeles in DohaGP in the 7th place, and what an unfortunate for Bima is in the 8th place, and I believe there is VirtualGP with the Vincent and Rachel and just retired from the Grand Prix. It's just in 9th place and the 10th place. And here we are. What a nice battle here in Los Angeles. We're going to sing the much of battle again in the next race coming up next in the Moto3 race in the 2nd Grand Prix of the season in 2021 with the VirtualGP from the Macoi 11th. And we are going to see the interview with the rider coming up next.
Congratulations once again for you, Sandy Fidaus. You got the podium again here from the pole position. You can manage to the end. Not unluckily, the last week in here with Kevin, you closed it in the first few laps. And how are you feeling about that? And what do you think about the next race in the Portimao next week?
Okay, thanks. I'm so happy. You know, I am a few laps in the 1st position, but I got penalty. It's okay, I'm still on the podium. Next will be better.
Okay, thank you very much, and we hope so. You get getting better, and you got the first win of your career in the Moto3. And here we are coming up next. It was the 2nd place, Fadli, Tubagus Fadli. Congratulations once again for you, Tubagus Fadli. You are now in the podium again, once again, and you are the championship leader right now.
it doesn't have any enemy right now in for the second place. And how you feeling? You are in podium second time in the here in Losail, and how you describe it, your feeling, and what is the next step for the next run in Portimao?
Yeah. This podium is not easy to get. And I have a crash in the first turn, the first lap. I'm just like, I think I can make it back-to-back wins, and it's alright. And I thought to myself to make it podium only, but the 5 laps to go, I make my pace. Is being 4 seconds behind the first position. I made a mistake again and I dropped to 5th to 4. I forgot, but I thought to myself, if I can make it podium, at least 3rd position, it's just good. But here we are in the 2nd position. Not happy because the crashes, but looking forward for the next round podium, and happy to be the championship there.
Okay, thank you very much to Bagus Fadli, and we hope you can be in the podium again in the next is in Portimao, and looking forward our winner here in DohaGP. Here we are, Kiki Sihan.
Congratulations once again for you, Kiki Sian. You were the winner here in the Moto3 race. That was an absolutely amazing. We know that you cannot manage in the Moto3 last year. You have certainly a lot of bad luck, and you don't have any feeling in the Moto3. And right now, you prove it that you can manage until you win here in the Moto3 race. How you can manage it, and that was a nice move to the KTM that you can win here for the first time in the Moto3 race. And how are you feeling about that? And what do you think about the next race in Portimao? Can you manage again, or you still have to do something like trying to understand the bike?
Yes, I didn't expect to be able to advance with the Moto3, but today is an exciting day for me because I can return to the podium here, and I'm very happy to continue.
Okay, thank you very much for you, Kiki Sian, and we going to see you up next Moto2 race. And once again, congratulations with the rider who gets the podium, Kiki, Bagus Fadli, and Sandy Fidos, the triple KTM in the podium today in DohaGP. Coming up next, Moto2 race.